Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me today, we have Chris from HeadCount. And we are so happy to have Chris here with us. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
It is going pretty good, pretty good. So glad to have you here. And of course, always happy to catch up with Headcount. And it is Pride Month, it is Pride season. We're so happy for that. And I know that you wanted to share, some things about Pride and voting.
Yeah, I mean, the most immediate situation is that it's primary season within Pride season.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on there in Virginia, but then for everybody, I mean, it's never too early to register to vote.
Yeah.
And never too late. So first, let's just talk about our Vote with Pride campaign. This year, we're focusing on helping trans folks with any of the questions they might have when going to the polls. We live in a pretty good area in terms of ID laws and things like that. Virginia, DC, Maryland, it's pretty easy to change your name, change your gender, and all three have a non-binary option on your ID. So
That's great.
Compared to a lot of the other parts of the country, there aren't that many. There aren't that many voting issues facing that particular community. But we're trying to help people around the country that might have issues, because some states are still on the binary, only on their IDs, and your ID might not match what it says. Some states actually require you to provide proof of gender affirmation surgery.
Wow, really?
From the doctors, yeah, before you can change what's on your ID. So
wow.
That's a little extreme, to say the least. And so we've got resources on our site at headcount.org/pride. Between us and Vote Writers, you can find out all kinds of information. Any question you can think of, we've got answers on there. Plus, we have an 800 number on there that you can call and get info from a live person or text. So
that's especially important this year too, if you're from Virginia, like, you mentioned at the start, there are the primaries this year. There's an election in Virginia every year. And where it's ramping up now as primary season is here. And, we've done some interviews here with those running for lieutenant governor to, other positions. And so, of course, it is important to keep that in mind, this year. Talk to viewers a little bit about, voting this year, the importance of it. I know some might be fatigued after the election last year, but, kind of expound on the importance of still keeping up with voting, especially in your local elections.
Yeah, well, so I personally live in Virginia, so I'm in the thick of it down here. What's interesting is that Virginia is one of a few states in the nation that's chosen to do their their governor elections on odd numbered years rather than even numbers. Because in a lot of states, it's just everything under the sun on your, like last year. You're going for president, governor, all that. And then in preparing for today, I was like, I wonder why that is. Why are we odd? And so I looked it up, and it turns out we made that decision so that our elections won't be as affected by the federal elections. So you have everybody out stumping for each other at the same time and all that. And everybody, a lot of the folks are kind of just dormant now that the big elections are over, so our people can focus on getting the word out and not get lost in the sea of all the other political ads. But
I see.
Let me tell you, my mailbox is full of flyers and my phone.
Yes.
It's just like, good grief. And we have so many people running for governor and lieutenant governor. It's crazy. But yeah, so next Tuesday are the primaries in Virginia. And something to note, you'll want to check your county board of elections, because there's things at all levels. Like, I'm in Fairfax, and so I only had a few statewide races lieutenant governor, governor, and attorney general. But counties may have other races. Also, for governor, Republicans already held a caucus, and we have open primaries, which means no matter what party you're registered with, you can go and vote. You just have to ask for whichever ballot you want when you get there. But like if you're in Fairfax County and you want to vote a Republican ballot, there isn't one right now. But you'll still want to go in November, on November 2nd, to vote.
Is that a Northern Virginia thing?
Well, so with DC and Maryland, you have to register with the party. Those are closed primaries. And so you're automatically bound to vote in whatever. But let's say if I'm a Republican, I can go in Virginia, I can just go and say, hey, I want the Democrat ballot for the primaries.
Oh, wow.
I just really want to vote right now. So
yeah. Well, so, it is certainly important. Anything else you want to leave with our viewers before I let you go?
Yeah, I guess, well, what I can say, the polls are open now.
Yes. And early voting has begun.
Yeah, so you can early vote. Again, check with your county because the hours are different. I was hoping to just have some cut and dried info to give you, but no, it's of course we can't have the same thing everywhere.
Yeah, of course not.
Check with your county. And also Virginia has extended its COVID laws from last year, so you can just blanket request absentee ballots that they'll just send to you for every election this year. So
oh wow,
or what to expect in November, you might as well just go on and everybody in all 3 states and any other states that are watching, just go register. You'll be good for November. In Virginia, you can request your absentee right now for the rest of the year. Check with in the other 2, and yeah, you'll be good. And
for those who aren't registered yet, I just wanted to add, you can text Team Racine to 40649 to, pledge to vote, check your status and register to vote. HeadCount is always there making sure of it. So once again, just text Team Racine to 40649. And there you go. As easy as that. Thank you, Chris, for joining me today. As usual, it is always a pleasure catching up with you. And thank you for, providing this voter information for our viewers. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a fabulous day.
Thanks.
Thank you. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.